Double Life, the series about soulmates and soulbounds and what it means to go against one. Right after the finale episode of Double Life, I really wanted to make something inspired by the Something Wicked This Way Comes that PearlescentMoon says multiple times through that video and even in the title. So I had this small sketch of like a heart with a moon and a doll paw print with sunflowers, because Empire series, Whole Kingdom was kind of had a major sunflower motif, especially with her character literally dying as her land dies, which is very interesting. So I put my sketch into Embroidery. That's my embroidery program, and I just kind of started stitching it. My plan is to do this all in red and then put it on purple, kind of distressed looking fabric. It's not actually distressed, it's just the print. Here I am kind of struggling to get the sunflowers to look like how I wanted. I made two separate sketches, one of the paw print that I wanted, and I had that on a separate sketch, so then that way I could digitize the paw print and shrink it down to the size I want. You can kind of see it. Here I am struggling with the sunflower pattern I wanted. That thing was a nightmare. I don't know why I wanted to do it, but it looks cool in the end. Right now my plan was to make it so that the sunflowers were filled in. Didn't work. Here I'm just straight up Googling photos of sunflowers so I can get. Now this is where the copy and pasting comes in. I was just able to shrink it down right to the size I wanted, and ta-da! Now I am rearranging it and kind of tilting it so that I like the way it looks and just doing some small adjustments like that. I did a poll of this on my Twitter and Instagram, which was, would you like this in a circle design or a heart design? On Twitter, one person voted and they voted circle. On Instagram, one person voted and they said heart. So I kind of just made both of it. Here I'm trying to make it so that the sunflowers can be filled in, but at the same time not filling in the paw print. I know how to do this sometimes. I didn't do it correctly and it was bothering me, so delete, move over, try and figure it out without the whole circle in the middle. This is honestly a great way to kind of figure out it, because it's just sketching. It's basically just sketching it out so that you kind of know what you want, especially in a embroidery program like this. So here I'm taking that and I'm just adjusting it to how I like it. Very simple stuff. Just pulling the points and everything. The whole design took around an hour with 28 minutes, I think. I have the speed run timer going because when I'm working on something like this and I'm recording it with OBS, I like having that going so it looks like, you can see the time that takes. Right now I am making the other sunflower prints that are behind what I'm doing. I'm just adjusting it so that it looks, I like the way it looks. I see one point that's really bothering me. I think I fixed that. I can't remember. But hey, I made this thing I made this, and then that next day I was sick as a dog for 4 days in a row, which is not fun. So here I'm, making it look a bit more like sunflowers. Oh, I guess it kind of looks like a sun. Now there I did a fill stitch. No, I did a satin stitch on it, which I am then going to remove because I really wanted to say Tilly do us part, like what Scott Major titled his episode as. Here I'm fixing that point that was bothering me. Let's go. Anyway, Scott Major titled his finale Double Life episode as Tilly do us part. And I really wanted to do Something Wicked This Way Comes. Turns out Something Wicked This Way Comes is not readable when you try and put it on a 3-inch by 3-inch patch. Who knew? It's also a nightmare to figure out how to organize it, which you will see me struggle with later. Here I'm doing a satin stitch so that way I can make it a circle. What am I doing? Oh, now I am working on adding lettering around the circle or the heart. Right now, I just found out the text section exists, so I was typing in something wicked this way comes and was playing around with fonts and italics and all that stuff. This is where I began to realize maybe this isn't going to work the way I wanted. Here I'm trying to tilt stuff so that I have an easier time putting it on the heart, putting it on the circle, you know. At that point, I'm trying, I think I spelled it wrong the first time, so I had to redo it. Again, adjusting it. Here I kind of was trying to figure out where I wanted the words to be. I know I wanted something on the top, like the word something. Here you can kind of piece together why it's not my final design, because this thing is massive, and if this patch, because that's what this is, I'm making it as a patch to go on my jacket. If this patch was bigger, maybe it would work, but it just doesn't look right. Now, I might have misspelled this too, because here I am Googling something wicked this way comes, so that I have the correct spelling and everything. Not my brightest moment, but in my defense, Google works. So again, fighting with it, trying to make sure everything is correct. I messed up the M and was trying to move it and get in a way that it works. That's not gonna work. So I'm just constantly adjusting and rearranging stuff to try and get it to fit. Surprise, surprise! Something wicked this way comes does not fit. So here I am Googling, making sure I have the correct spelling of Tilly, and copy and pasting that and putting it into text form. Now I am putting it on the heart, so then hopefully this way works. Again, it took me a while to figure out how to move every letter individually without, pulling a point out of place and causing it to be weird. Now this is kind of what it looks like when I finish, but it's just small adjustments. Like I messed up that T and I have to fix it. Oh, I don't like the way that D is hanging out because it looks like it's gonna fall. Oh, the Y is too compressed. Here I was instead of doing it top, side, bottom, other side, I just try and figure it out, because the Tilly and then the pot stays where it is eventually, but now I'm rearranging it, making it a little bit bigger. I am so glad I realized Embroidery had that text feature. I had to make out every individual point for this. I would have lost my mind and gone without it. So anyway, I wanted this to be a patch for my jacket. It is a Hufflepuff jacket, sadly, but it's the comfiest jacket I own. I just don't want anyone to think I'm a Harry Potter fan. So here I am rearranging letters. So I made this patch and some others just to go on my jacket, but I haven't put them on yet because I kind of want to have a couple more adjusting letters. Here I'm tilting it because I kind of like that better. It's following the shape of the heart. In a minute I get to kind of see what it looks like stitched out, which would be that. And then I wanted to space out Tilly a bit more to make it a bit more readable. And adjusting the Y. I think I have to go in, yeah, I redid that. I am resizing it and trying to make it fit a little itsy bit better, by tilting the US part. Next, I'm going to rearrange and make sure I have everything stitching out the way I want it to. So then that way when I put it on my machine, I don't have any problems. Just kind of more tech related stuff than art. Here I tried making it be a capital T for Tilly, did not work. I went back to lowercase pretty soon. So what I did after this recording ended was I copied and pasted the heart so it was bigger and made it so that I encompass it. Now all the footage I have is videos I recorded for TikTok, because again, the first half of this was when I was sick, aka the digitizing part. This part is when I'm actually kind of, feeling better. So I'm ironing the fabric, doing cool transitions, putting it in the hoop. Wow, look, one stitch out, and that's what they look like. I have the file up for download on my Instagram if anyone wants to digitize it. Yeah, not digitize it, if anyone wants one.